Won a championship with the Broncos.
We are the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Khalif Raymond now.
Manny won his 2 Super Bowls.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Bears and the Panthers. Fix your fucking mic, nigga.
Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
But Charles, you know, something we talked about last week,
when
you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
So far, good, man. He got a key. He got a key.
On first down, Manning. Again, he finds more.
3 little birdies.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when
the dude I just beat that I made him quit, he had Eli Manning.
Hold him under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
3 little birdies.
This defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs,
and they told me, you learn.
Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs,
funny as hell. That shit's stuck in my head,
and maybe change things up.
Throwing on first down is Manning.
Throw caught by Raymond.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence.
That's how it usually come down to it, bro. I swear, niggas cannot stop me. I just be having to stop them. So it'll be the battle of the stops type shit.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing on second and 8. Manning. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
You know? He's going to give it to LT, my God. No double teams off the line. He's just like that on the line.
Whoa. Just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there.
Chill the fuck out. All right. Who took Mike?
They'll try to run this one in.
Yeah.
This
Why you say
time
that?
they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively.
You couldn't think of it though, huh?
Quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal.
I swear I don't know what the fuck he said, bro. I don't know what he said. I just know
His
niggas
6th
was
rushing
like,
touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
What you mean?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again.
Oh, no.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Brady's throw on target to James. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all
No,
for
what though? I
It's
swear to
too
God,
bad,
I think
isn't
it was
They were feeling
something.
pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
2nd and 9. Manning. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Manning now on 1st down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Manning now on 1st down. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Manning over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, no.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
No, I'm playing. Yeah, I do. Oh, we need to get that.
For the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now Manning. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And that hits off the left upright, and it carries away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Shut up, bro.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it, and trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down, so now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Manning. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now Manning again.
And that one complete to Keene, the tight end.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
You be on that with the difference.
Shotgun now for Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing now is Manning. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance.
Yeah, because I played somebody.
Because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So, but they advance every day. So, I just played last week and this week today.
And that will finish off this third quarter of play. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3.
So I had it at first, but niggas started crying. I'm tired. You keep seeing me.
The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now a throw here, hold in. They'll take
Okay,
this
let
to
me
the
just
other
start
side of
guarding Scotty
midfield
Miller.
before
That's all
going
I
out of
need to
bounds.
That was a nice job there, quarterback and receiver, reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Brady. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st down, Brady. Taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deebo Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From the 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Yeah, look, shut up.
It's a big
You ain't
play
even
there
see
for
what
the
you won't
Broncos.
see what I be seeing, nigga. Stop trying to tell me.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, now Manning. Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Manning. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown!
Let's go.
A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
He didn't understand.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to have this way down
So they got my boy Champ Bailey.
A big play that time for Cleveland. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Brady to throw. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Yeah, I can't just sit there and do some questions.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Manning. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Now Manning. It's complete to Hopkins. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A throw out wide, caught by Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes
probably
under
the
the
most
heading
common
of,
problem,
until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Manning to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season, and it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Another try after the first down sack. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Ronald Blair, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Manning going to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Back now on EA Sports, as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Give me that shit. Oh, he lucky.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Brady to throw.
Yes, sir. Give me that.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
GG's, my boy.
Justin Simmons. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
And to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 4, leaves them with options here on 2nd and just a yard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Let's go.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football.
He can't.
This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger,
Alex.
and dominance is starting to.
I won.